Likkle Addi represent, Gaza Street.
First and foremost, free up me blood clot Don. I'm your gracious host, Jimmy Hoffa, and today we're going to be breaking down the brand new song, Uptown the Baddest, by Likkle Addi from UTG to the patois illiterate. And the lyrics in this song are crazy, so let's get right into it.
Pull up in the Benz, girl a wave. Big body, clean skin, girl, pretty face. Them a run me down like say them trying to race. And I tell me boy, all them say Gaza Street.
The Prince of Dancehall begins the first verse by letting us know that he's pulling up in the Mercedes. And on the cover art for this song, he got my favorite car in the world, a Nissan GTR. A Skyline, that's what we call them in Japan when I lived there. But yeah, all the girls is waving because they just want to be around nice things. They want to be around Likkle Addi, you know, superstar. So then he said he got big body girls with clean skin and pretty faces, you know, probably some nice uptown girls all trying to surround him, holla at him. Then he said they run him down like they're trying to join a race, like they're trying to join the Boston Marathon. They're running Likkle Addi down, right? Like he's the goal line, he's the finish line. And then he said, and then when they finally, you know, they're out of breath, they run up to him. They say, yo, I just want to tell you, it's Gaza straight, right? So I love that line. I think that line is super dope.
Likkle Addi represent Uptown, fifth face. Never shape me, no boy can't intimidate. While I be in your face, you come and chase, you must see. I never play with me.
The younger half of UTG, Likkle Addi, says he represents Uptown, fifth phase. And I don't know if fifth phase is a specific part of Uptown or if it's a nod to Block 5, Waterford, where his father forwards from. But he said, yo, you never shake me, no boy can intimidate. So he ain't backing down from nothing. And he ain't moving shaky out here, so don't even think that you're ever gonna intimidate UTG. And then he said he's in his Wallabies. And those Wallabies, those are Clarks, and they could be put in your face if you trace him. So if you try to steal his style, fashion, how he's rapping on the mic, how he's spitting lyrics, if you try to do any of that, don't trace him, because you could get a Wallaby imprint in your face. And then he said, you must be mad? I never play with my name, so don't ever play with any part of UTG. It's the same way, right? If you play with Gaza, if you play with UTG, bad things are gonna happen to you. So I advise you not to do that.
Them never game, I just the fame. You tell them name me at the bodies. I wear your ear, you're not near. You walk, them only link up on the chain. What I see them with them cannot face, but man, please get away.
Prince Addi then said, what, you thought this was a game? We don't play on this side. And he said, this is just, sometimes you gotta pay a price for the fame, you know? They're superstars on the island right now, UTG. And then he said, he's the baddest, right? Have you heard differently? Like, there's no other group of youths that's gonna be as big as UTG. And then he said, you're nowhere near what they have already accomplished in their career. And he said, the only link you have is on your chains. And that's a crazy liar. You don't have no links in the real world. You just have links on your chain. That's a bad line. And he said, what a shame. UTG cannot be fazed by the opposition. They don't got no links. They don't got no fame, they don't got nothing. So they can't be fazed by anybody. They're just young boys over there trying to make it. UTG already made it. Then he said, bad mind, please get away. I don't want no bad minds in their circle. Keep your circle small and it's strong. And they don't need no bad minds around.
You going far, them a walk in a car and live in large. Me and the boss can't see me and drop in drawers. What about the bra? Baby, take it off.
Likkle Addi then reiterates what he said in the last line when he said, bad mind, please get away. And then he says, yeah, go away far. Actually, go to another island. Go to Trinidad or something. Get away from me. And then he said, the opposition, the ops are walking. We're in cars already, in nice cars. They got Mercedes. They're teenagers with Mercedes that they own. And he said, we're living large. They got the mansion, they got it all. So he says, yo, I'm the boss. As soon as girls see him, they're already taking their panties off. And then he said, but yo, don't just take your panties off for the quick fuck. Nah, I want to take your bra off too. Take your bra off, I want to see it all. And then he said, yeah, baby, take it off. And with that last line, we reached the glorious chorus. But first, a quick word from our sponsor. Today's sponsor is me. ERY is a clothing line designed by me. Everybody rates Yard, everyone respects Yard, and you see it, it's fly. So if you want to look as fresh as UTG and you support my channel and what I do, this is the best way to do it. Go get some clothing. There's way more designs. I'm gonna put the link in the description below and go follow up the IG page. Bless. This chorus is simple but effective, and it lets you know that Likkle Addi can sing, he can harmonize just like his father. So his talent's only gonna continue to grow the more music that he makes. But this rhythm is fire, and I think that this chorus definitely complements it. And the whole song overall is crazy, but we're about to get into the second verse, and Dancehall Vibes made a video about the interaction that I had with Likkle Addi and his father about this second verse right here, because I couldn't believe that Likkle Addi wrote it. But obviously I knew he did, but it was that good. So let's get into it. Likkle Addi begins the second and final verse by letting you know he's a hot topic. Not just in Jamaica, worldwide. Actually, the So Popular video is being played on BET right now. And then he said, he'll take your girl, that's Vanish. David Blaine, that's Magic. And if you don't know, David Blaine is one of the most famous musicians in the world. So he'd take your girl, do a little magic on her, she vanishes from your life. And then he said, her body big, her ass is big, he's gonna clap it. He's gonna slap that ass, and she's gonna smile, and that's happy. So she's honored to get her ass slapped by the young king. And then he said, Likkle Addi, I've actually been a gallus from birth, when his mother carried him, right? So when Tanisha, she even knew that he's gonna be a gallus, he was gonna get mad girls when he was in her belly. And then he said, don't just ask my mom, ask my granny. So you can ask his grandmother, because his mother, his grandmother, they all love her. They knew that he was gonna be getting girls since he was a young kid. Crazy.
Ask me daddy, me the king in the police. Purple grammar, me astonish all the bad bitch cannot wrong me. Come on, answer, mama flashy, I'm a song, I do the damage. Get the green, I never cabbage BG, I so savage.
Prince Addi's flow on this track is crazy. He said, yo, ask my dad. I'm the king of the palace. So while dad's gone away, he is the king in the mansion. And then he said he got a couple Grammys. He's gonna get a couple Grammys in his life. And he said, and astonish the people, right? So people are gonna be like, wow, this is how good he is at music. And then he said, and no bad bitches can wrong me. So he's too smart for that, right? We all saw his interview with Winford. We know how smart he is. And he said, because he's handsome and the songs that he got are doing damage. So that's all he's focused on. Business, music. So he ain't gonna let a bitch ruin that. And then he said, he's getting the green, never cabbage. So he's talking about money, not lettuce. Not vegetables. He's getting real money out here. And then he said, BG is so he's savage. Big up BG UTG. Big up yourself, man. Apparently he's next, but yeah, big up the whole UTG.
So every day I'm stay fly like a visa, no feature I never need. From Adija for reach, me at the lead. Babes coming at the Benz, I got in at the teed.
Likkle Addi's just flexing on everybody right now. He said, yo, every day he stays fly like a visa. So in order to travel, you need a visa, and that's a big thing because it's tough to get a visa in Jamaica. So he's staying fly, got the freshest drip, right? And then he said, I never needed a feature from Adidja to reach ya. So even if he wasn't Vybz Kartel's son, his music is good enough that it would eventually be heard regardless who his father is. That line is hard. And then he said, I'm a leader, so babes, get in the Benz. Don't go into your Tita, your Nissan Tita. No, get in my Benz. And I was like, yo, he just went off on those bars.
And no man I go love you like my love Tanisha. Yeah, he that sorry on cannot beat you. Represent JA, go straight to D that. Life sweet, get the cheese, but the code fee, right?
The UTG boss then says to that girl who just hopped in his Benz, he said, I ain't gonna ever love you though like Tanisha. I ain't gonna ever love you like Short Boss, right? So his mom always is number one to him, and that's the way it should be. And then he said, what are you, an idiot? I'm sorry, honey, but I can't be trapped. He's too young to be trapped, man. He's got way too much stuff to do to be worrying about all these women. They're just, a fun part of it. And then he said, I represent JA and go straight to T-Dot. You know how big dancehall in the Jamaican community is in Toronto, so yo, big up Toronto. And then he said, life's sweet, get the cheese, but look out for the rats. Look out for the Tekashi 6ix9ines. That's the new word for rat, right? And with that last line, we reached the end of another Likkle Addi masterpiece. As always, big up yourself, Gaza Nation. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode, and spread the word about the clothing line. I won't take up any more of your time, so until we meet again, it's Gaza, me say forever.